In today's video, we're going to go over 3 ways that photographers can find inspiration. If you guys enjoy learning from me in these videos, you probably would also like learning from me in person and on my online exclusive members only platform, The Academy with John Gress. So for more information, just go to johngress.com/academy. And if you're new to the channel, if you could go ahead and hit subscribe and sign up for the bell. And if everybody could give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. I'm sure at some point, all of you have come across that one photographer. It's usually a guy in his 20s who thinks that they've reinvented the wheel. And I hate to break it to you if you are that guy, but you probably didn't do something all that special. As photographers and as artists, we're all simply adding on and adapting to what was done before. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before, everything has been done before. Not exactly, but all we're simply doing is building on the work of those who have come before us. So I want to give you guys 3 quick tips today on where you can find inspiration, or the 3 main places that I find inspiration in order to improve my work. The number 1 place that I go for inspiration is a very new and unpopular app called Instagram. Ever since I was sort of forced begrudgingly to get on the platform back in 2015 or so, I've gotten a daily dose of inspiration right there on my phone when I wake up in the morning. Now, for the most part, I only follow people that I know and photographers who I think are extremely good, and accounts that repost the work of others. And these accounts can be a great source of information and can be a great way to expose yourself to the work of other photographers that you perhaps have not heard of before. So ISO 1200 magazine is a great source, as is Flashmates and Light Shapers, and I'll put a few more of the accounts that I follow in this category up on the screen. You could also follow accounts from manufacturers like Elinchrom or Profoto. And even though I haven't used Profoto's lights in quite a while, like about 3 or so years, I still find their posts to be helpful. I also follow Broncolor, for instance, and I've only used their equipment a few times when I was demoing it. So these are some great sources for information, as well as other companies like V-Flat World. Number 2, our second source of inspiration are photography books. I have a couple of them lying around in my studio, and I'm always sort of checking them out whenever I come across them. Although, of course, most of the time I'm looking at Instagram. But the good thing about photography books is that you can see a lot of pictures from the same photographer, perhaps even in the same genre, right there together in really high quality. And there is something nice about having a large tactile viewing experience. My third biggest source of inspiration is really old school, and that is art museums. I found that a lot of the paintings from the Italian Renaissance and maybe the medieval period a little bit before that, and then also the Dutch masters, and then of course the Gilded Age from the late 1800s can be really good resources for finding inspiration, because you can check out how the painters sort of lit their subjects or positioned them next to windows, and you can also sort of get great ideas for poses which you could use the next time that you're in the studio and sort of stuck and looking for inspiration. And one more thing that you might want to check out that's sort of in this art history lane, if you will, and we'll call this one 3.5, and that's a series that was on PBS called Civilizations, and I'll link to it. And essentially what they do is they go over in a 6-part series the art history of the world, and you'll get a good sense of what was going on in Asia and Europe and perhaps the Middle East and Latin America, all at the same time frame, and it gives a really great appreciation for how things sort of developed and adapted over time, going from the earliest people that were making drawings in caves to perhaps the introduction of color and the introduction of specific colors in that medieval and Renaissance period, and then all the way up to more modern works. So I think it's a great series to check out if you've got the time. So thank you guys so much for your time. Stay safe, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. I hope you have a nice day as well.
Oh, that's so nice of her.